today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tom Brady and the Chicago Bears versus Ryan Tannehill and the Green Bay Packers.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's...
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Duggar there on the coverage.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Bears have taken the early lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pads?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, Phillips. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 26.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's no
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Take it at the 37. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over.
46-yard line.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game, all right? There's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys, you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brady's throw there complete, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That's good.
The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 7 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on 4th down, on comes Robbie Gould in the field goal unit for the Bears. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Bears 10, Packers nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3. And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own
the Green Bay offense ready to take over. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's got the rookie from Florida. That's Van Jefferson with it. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A gain of 15.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Caught Eifert over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers for Eifert in that game last week: 3 catches, 56 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's got this down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 10, Packers nothing.
2nd and 9. Here's Brady to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mark Ingram with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, this one brought in by Jefferson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. this might be their opportunity to get off the field.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
7 yards there and a first down.
And a Packer first down.
Now Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on
well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against his defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass #2 here in the 2nd quarter. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bears will add on to their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And the lead is now 24. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, Phillips. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Left side here to Sanders.
Tannehill's pass.
A gain of 4 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, and now it's third down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's now third down.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From Motown, let's head across Lake Erie to Buffalo. See what's going on with the Bills. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Trevathan on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 50, it's Tannehill.
50-yard line.
Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Let's go. Lady. 6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. Check 59.
Tannehill on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Tannehill. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
To the air again, Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Two, Tannehill brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Touchdown, Packers. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. 24. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Dante Moncrief now here on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he stopped immediately there.
The tight end.
Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Not much there, only a yard.
Gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady to Jefferson on the slant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. He finds Beckham, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A give to the tight end, Kelsey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Carrier taken down at the 19-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Delay of game, offense.
Oh, come on, okay?
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Here's the 3rd-year running back, Philip Lindsay. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
Bears 27, Packers 8.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
On first down, Tannehill. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They'll be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll have a first down past the 40.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mike, let's go. Rep 20.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Sanders. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
Come on, man. Set the tone. You better do something.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 13. But it's
throwing on 3rd down. Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
a gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Goal, Green Bay.
They'll try to run with Sanders. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Complete to Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers get a score closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, it's Ingram. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
40-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Shotgun now for Brady. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he will have the Bears first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An option run with Ingram. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
At the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get this down to the 10. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch. And I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out like the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for the Bears, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.